Good afternoon. This is Jennifer from Synchronicities on Ottawa Street in Hamilton, and this is another edition of Synchro-seekers. Today I have Laurie Beaupre with me. She's a local energetic healer who has a very interesting background, but her specialty right now is working with a crystal healing bed from John of God. So Laurie, can you tell us a little bit about John of God and your experience?
Yes, actually, the first time I went to see John of God was in New York State. I went to see him and had 2 spiritual surgeries done, but from that moment I knew I wanted to go to Brazil and see him at his casa. So a friend of mine and I went down to Brazil, and we stayed for a couple of weeks, and through that journey I learned that I could purchase a crystal healing bed. So I purchased one and brought it back to Canada, and this is one way of John of God being able to get his healing throughout the world.
Okay. And so how does the healing bed work, and what is it all about?
Well, we have an energy center, and we call them chakras, and there's 7 main chakras from the crown of our head to our feet, our root chakra, which is right around the tailbone. But we have 7 main chakras, hundreds of other chakras, but for this crystal healing bed we concentrate on the 7 main chakras, and we align the vocal crystals, or clear quartz crystals, with each chakra, and according to how tall you are, I readjust them for every person that goes onto the crystal bed. So we line each crystal up to your chakras, and there's lights that go through the crystals with colored film. So according to your chakras, they're all colored. We line them up, and what these lights do are intermittently flash off and on onto your chakras. And as they flash off and on, what they do is open your chakras, they balance your chakras, clear all negative energy from your chakras, and have your energy flow in one direction, all within 20 minutes.
Okay. And so during that 20-minute session, there's a lot going on. Will the client feel anything when this is happening?
Well, every individual feels something different. It depends on where they are in their journey, how sensitive they are, how aware they are of energy and spirit around them. And in fact, that is one of the very important aspects of the crystal healing bed, is because I purchased it from John of God, I now have a contract with him and the spirit doctors and scientists that developed the bed with him. Is every time I turn the power on the bed and I invoke the spirit doctors to come and work with me, they do with the person on the bed. So it's very, very powerful in that way. So some people feel the energy, some people feel touching, some people feel movement within their body. Some people don't really feel very much of anything except that they're very relaxed. Mm-hmm. So everybody's different.
And I remember my first experience on the bed, I could actually smell herbs, even though there was no physical body or person in the room with me, there were no herbs in the room with me, I could smell them. So I believe one of the spirit doctors was teaching me about herbs or using herbs in part of my healing. So it is a healing bed. Is it physical healing, or is it specifically for any type of ailment, or is it for mental healing, emotional? What's it for?
Well, that's a good question, because it is, as far as spirit's concerned, healing is you can do healing for anything. But this crystal bed and spiritual healing in general works on your past, the present, and your future of your physical, your spiritual, and your emotional well-being.
Okay, and so because it's been being done by spirit, it's for what is your highest and best interest at this time, is my assumption.
Absolutely. Everybody needs something individual, and they receive what they need on the bed.
What they need. So people might come with an intention that I have a stomach ache and I want that to be healed, but that's not necessarily what's going to happen.
Correct. Actually, that's a good point to bring up. Quite often we have physical ailments, but it's because we've been we've been thinking of our troubles for so long that's what they turn into.
Right.
Just an old saying is, if you're not at ease for long enough, you get disease. And that is exactly what happens. So we carry our issues, and it can be from childhood, early childhood. We carry them through our lives, and rather than be able to release them because we don't always know how, we just kind of stack them on top of one another until one day we're not feeling well. And it could be anything from fibromyalgia to cancer to blindness to, there are no limits to what our body can manifest if we're not at ease within our bodies.
So spirit could choose to work at helping the person feel that ease rather than heal the disease at this point.
When our spirit is healthy, our bodies follow suit, and our bodies will be healthy as well. Yes.
Excellent. This is very interesting. So from start to finish, how long would a person expect a treatment to be?
Well, I have a combination. I also do hands-on healing, spiritual energy healing. I do that prior to somebody going into the bed. It's a nice complement of different energies. So I do a little bit of hands-on healing, and they go into the bed and have 30-minute session in the bed. That's the minimum I put somebody in the bed. You can go up to an hour if you choose, but the appointment from start to finish would be roughly an hour.
Okay. And is there cost associated with this?
Well, yes, there is. Actually, I have different rates depending on where I am, if I'm at home. But generally speaking, a healing session that lasts for an hour, and it can go up to an hour and a half, is anywhere from $60 to $80.
That's very reasonable. And how can people contact you, Laurie?
Well, I'm at Synchro-seekers, and we put notices out on Facebook. I also email anybody who's been on the bed. If I've got their email address, I let them know. But I also do this from my home. And my phone number is area code 905-389-3230, and I live in Hamilton on the mountain.
Perfect. And if you're interested in speaking with Laurie or having an appointment with her, you can certainly call that number. Check her out on Facebook, check Synchronicities' Facebook page, or you can call Synchronicities at 544-5115. We'll have her here from time to time throughout the entire year, and it's a wonderful experience. I think once you've had it done, you'll spread the word to other people and perhaps have it done more than once for yourself. So have a great day. Thanks for joining us today, and look forward to presenting you with another episode of Synchro-seekers very soon. Bye now.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laurie.